Good morning. It's actually a little bit over 10 o'clock, but I just got into Sydney to meet up with a collector friend of mine who is trying to sell some Wii U stuff. And I'll actually show that off in just a little bit, but I am pretty much up earlier than I usually am just to go for pickups. But this lot that he said, and we agreed on the price being $200, and I had to see what all he had, and you'll pretty much see how good of a deal it is, but big thank you to you know who you are. So in the next bit of footage, I will go over everything that I was able to pick up for that price, and you'll see some of the good stuff that we actually were able to pick up. So with that being said, let's teleport it over so you can see what we got. So all right, there we go. That's the usual transition, but I am back. Roughly about almost a 40-minute drive from Sydney up to Lima, and it's a pretty good drive overall. So, yeah, that was the pickup. You didn't get to see the transaction take place, but this was all from a collector buddy of mine. He wanted to not be mentioned at all in the video for now. I may get him on there eventually. But this was a good pickup, and this is not only going to help me out for collecting purposes, but this is going to help out some other collector buddies of mine that are trying to collect for Wii U. And if you see anything that I didn't say, you know, I'm taking this or whatever, you can basically let me know. So, it's a lot to take into effect, but there were too many games to name off. I'm going to show off the Wii stuff. And one of the interesting things that he didn't mention about until, I think it was like right when I got there to pick it up. But there were only 2 Wii games, and they're pretty basic ones, I would say. There's a copy of Wii Play. I didn't check to see, yeah, this one's actually complete. So, it's like a really good $5 game for filler, and I'll probably just give that to somebody else. And then the best Wii one out of the bunch was obviously Wii Sports Resort. And I needed this for a trade because a friend of mine needed this for their collection. It does not have the manual. However, there is another copy because the other one's in there with the case. But there was like a spare loose disc copy of Pokken Tournament. So he forgot to mention about that, and I just saw it as like, oh, it's not in the case. And he's like, no, that's just a second copy. So I don't know how that happened, but, you know, it's each their own, I guess. So, before I get to showing off the games, I'm going to show the system off right quick. Pretty much was everything with it. The controller, pretty good condition. I might end up using this one as an upgrade from the other gamepad. Does have the stylus, which is good because a lot of people tend to lose those for some reason. And then he said the only defect with the system is that it, yeah, when I was looking at it, it does remind me of the Wii U that I currently have, where it's, yeah, you can see like some scuffs on it. But honestly, there's like ways to be able to get that clean from what I've seen online. And then, of course, he mentioned that there is an external hard drive with a bunch of downloadable games. So I don't know what is on here, but he said during the eShop shutting down for the Wii U and 3DS, he just used his USB drive and just like downloaded a bunch of stuff. So there might be some things that I didn't get, so I might end up upgrading, but the account information for his old account is on there, so I need to get that. And of course, sensor bar, power cable for the pad controller, then power cable brick over here, and then HDMI cable, which is not brand new, but he put like zippy ties on it, so appreciate that, by the way. Okay, so I already put, did I put the Wii games over? Yeah, I did. I just had to make sure I had to move them out of the way. So we're on to the games, and the only thing that he mentioned is that there was supposed to be a box to go with it, but I would get it from him next time, and I'm going to try to go back next Thursday to get it from him. But it was the, since I've got the game over here, and I think it goes with it, is the Super Mario Brothers Mario Maker Wii U set, and I think he mentioned that the amiibo is not in there, so I'm gonna have to try to get my hands on the amiibo to bundle with it. So there was that. So anyways, starting off, and everything's in there, the booklet and slipcover. I mean, it's been worn down, but what can you do on that? I don't know where else I'm gonna put them, so I might just end up doing a stack at a time. So I will save some of that here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and rapid fire through a good amount of these and then show off on the other stack of like the really good ones, because there are some good titles. Starting things off with Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. That's actually a really good Wii U game, and I don't think it's been reprinted for any other system. The original Splatoon, still pretty good $10 title if you're just trying to collect for the system. But I remember playing that one online so much back in the day. Well, maybe it sound like really old. But anyways, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. The Wii U edition of Minecraft. And I don't know if this has anything else with it. But yeah, there is the DLC for Super Mario Mash. I don't know what includes in it, but oh well. A couple of Scribblenauts games, Scribblenauts Unmasked, and then the other one with a U in the title is Unlimited. Sorry if the glare is really bad, I'm trying to make it angled to where you can see it. But anyways, I already revealed it, but Tokyo Mirage Sessions, cannot speak. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, this is a good one. Probably could have put it in the other pile, but it is Yoshi's Woolly World. That one still is really good. I know there's a lot of people that have said the same thing, but it's one of my favorites. Lego Marvel Superheroes. I couldn't read the title just fine. And then, of course, you have to have a bundle for the Wii U to go with it, with a copy of Nintendo Land. And did I check to see if this had everything? It does actually have everything in there. Copy of Hyrule Warriors. Again, the glare. Sorry about that. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Assassin's Creed 3. Another Lego game. Lego City Undercover. Shame this wasn't exclusive anymore. It's on pretty much every system nowadays. True classic. Super Smash Brothers Wii U. I think he mentioned about the DLC, pretty much all the characters on there, so that's pretty cool. A good one, Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge. John Riggs has a lot of those left over, I think. A couple of Call of Duty games. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Ghost. Then, actually, I will save those. Looks like... You know what? I will actually move that over as well. So, anyways, Zombie U, copy of Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. This is actually a really good Wii U game. Then there is, I think this had... Yes, it is. It does not have the manual with it, unfortunately, but this is, oh yeah, and it even has, like, no manual sticker. But, New Super Mario Bros. U and Luigi U DLC pack. This was the other copy of Pokken Tournament. It does not have the Mewtwo card, so that is very unfortunate, because that would have made this a little bit more pricier because of the Amiibo card, though I'll have to look for that one. Now we're getting into the more higher end stuff. So this one ain't as higher end as it used to be, but copy of Mario Kart 8. Super Mario 3D World. That one is still really, really good. Complete copy of Star Fox Zero, Star Fox Guard bundle, little thing. Everything's in there. Sorry, I just hit the tripod, and this one's going on for a little bit longer. This is the Deadly 6 bonus edition of Sonic Lost Worlds. The foil version is the one that a lot more people look for just because of the DLC. And then, of course, the big ones, which is like everything else here. So there are in total of 6 of the best ones out of the lot, obviously, but Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I don't remember if that came with a manual. I'm pretty sure it did have a manual with it, but you know, it's Breath of the Wild and it can be easily obtained. Then there was a copy of Mario Party 10. Say what you will about the game itself, but this one still is sought after by collectors, so that was in there. Wrong case for this one, but I may just end up finding like another Wii U spare case for it. But it is, was it complete? I don't remember if this came with a manual originally, but it's got the instructions for it. But a copy of Xenoblade Chronicles X. This was probably the best one out of the bunch. And for good reason, because a lot of people were looking for it, and this is honestly one of my favorite Wii U exclusives that I don't think we'll ever get to see on any other Nintendo system unless they change the gamepad controls on it. Let's see. Then there was a greatest, Nintendo Selects edition copy for Zelda Wind Waker HD. A lot of people were hoping that this was going to get announced for the Switch during the last Nintendo Direct, but unfortunately it didn't happen. So this will still stay relatively pricey for the time being. And another big one was a copy of Paper Mario Color Splash. And the last two that are in this pile, I may keep, but I'm still debating on if I do really want the Color Splash game. But the one that I am going to be keeping, because I've been waiting to get a hold of this one for a while, is the NES Remix Pack. And this has both 1 and 2 bundled together with it. And I didn't check, it does not have a manual with it, which is a bummer. So overall, that whole entire lot, and that included digital games from the eShop before that all shut down, for over $200. And again, he doesn't want to be mentioned on camera just yet, but I'll try to see about maybe doing something with him in the near future. But that was a good deal. There's going to be a lot of stuff that I will be trading for things that I'm looking for, and that will still be able to net me a bit of a good profit off of everything else that would actually sell off. But I gotta see what the digital software is on that Wii U and be able to go back next week and see what else he's actually got to get rid of. So that's the whole pickup. And I also forgot to mention that there was the Letterman jacket, or not Letterman jacket, the starter jacket and the X-Wing that I got during that everything for $1 a piece sale. That it's a YouTube short, you'll have to see it on the channel, but I was able to sell the starter jacket and the X-Wing that I got in that entire lot for over $60. Here's the little screenshot here for you to be able to see what I was able to get. But pretty good way to be able to come back home and be able to sell both of those things off. But that is it for the pickups video. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new, feel free to check out some of the other old videos that I have on the channel. For CorksCon vlog, that was a lot of fun. And also the camera version vlog for Game Jam South. And I am excited to be able to do more of those for other future conventions. So thank you very much for watching. This went on a lot longer. I'm going to go ahead and get these pretty much cleaned up and situated. But until next time, I will see you on the next game's pickup. So with a high five, I will see you later. So high five.